We'll give it a minute or two. Thank you, YouTube. All right. Yeah, we'll give it a minute or two. Kevin, how's it going, buddy? Jason, howdy, howdy. Alex, how's it going, man? Stacy, how are you doing? Been a while since I've been called sweetheart. Dustin, how's it going? Yeah, I'm stuck on vertical, so I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. For ride-alongs, I like it, but for Tuesday Night Lives, I'm not a fan of this. And there we go. Problem with head again. Bomb City, how's it going? Wait. Howard, how you doing? Jason says I didn't work today. I was pulling an engine for my car. Hey, that actually sounds like a lot of fun. I do enjoy car work. Mary, how are you doing? Well, thank you, Stacy. How's Jaden doing? DoorDash crashed nationwide. Well, I guess I don't feel bad about not working today. Let's see if I can get this. I don't like this. I scheduled the live like I do every Tuesday night. And YouTube on the mobile took away the option to go horizontal. So you're stuck with me this way. And like I said, I don't like it. I mean, granted, you can see the whole pyramid of greatness, but Princess Anasara, hopefully I said that right. How are you doing? Lisa, how are you? Jaden's being naughty. Jason pulled an engine and got tacos. Heck yes. Abanash? Hopefully I said that right. Give me a thumbs up if I did or a thumbs down if I didn't. Hello from Malaysia. Malaysia, wow. Well, appreciate that. Stacy says I might get deactivated for my completion rate. Well, that does not sound fun. Better get it up before they notice. It's DoorDash. Sometimes it takes them a while to notice. Might get Lisa, yeah, I don't. Even last week, I was able to go into settings and change the video from vertical to landscape or horizontal, whatever they call it. And this week, they did not give me the option. So I kind of figured if I just turn my phone this way, it will work. And it didn't work. They've just completely nixed the whole horizontal thing. I don't like it. YouTube needs to fix it. Glad to hear you're doing great. Currently out working, made 220 so far. Stacy says it's been 91% of it getting text from them. Well, hey, at least they're giving you, I guess, an opportunity or a chance to get it up. That's a good thing. I mean, they're not just like, you're done. Dustin might get deactivated for playing around, not waiting for no tip orders, just putting long wait and unassigned with no effect. Honestly, anytime I go to a restaurant, if I have to wait, I'll order still being prepared. Raising Cane's, order not started till I get there, because I haven't put the order in. So I'm not lying to the app. It is what it is. So I definitely suggest putting a reason in there why. I mean, it helps. Mary, it's better for phones. Well, that I understand. I just don't really like, the Tuesday Hangouts. I enjoy going live with outside of the whole vertical feed. Sonny, how are you doing? Good to see you again. Yeah, so YouTube apparently updated or changed something. When I go live on my phone, I used to have the option to go into advanced settings and choose and switch it from vertical to horizontal or landscape or whatever they called it. They took that option out. So, like, I know I have people that watch me on TV, and so it's awkward. It's like a bunch of empty space that you can't see on either side, and then me in the middle. So you don't want to be sideways. My thoughts most of the times are, yeah, most days I am sideways. I think we all are doing DoorDash. The upside is I can see all of the chat and stream on one phone, but it's awkward. It's about as awkward as going in and getting my haircut today. Stacy, you're not a horrible dasher. We all have our moments. I prefer it on the sides than the top of the bottom. Yeah, I mean, doing the live ride-alongs, I don't mind this. Because it's easier. But, like I said, just the Tuesday lives, I prefer more of a widescreen. So, Busra, hopefully I said that right. How you doing? Scotty, how's it going, man? Dustin says so. I was out of the country for a few weeks, still getting caught up. Any updates on Kane's Girl? No updates on Kane's Girl. It's been about a week and a half, 2 weeks since I've been in there. DoorDash Duo, how's it going? Stacy says, oh, and 2 violations. Those will fall off. Lisa, ex-stylist here. Haircut shouldn't be awkward. I gotta say, it was a little awkward going in and getting my hair cut by a guy that had no hair. It's almost like getting a tattoo done by somebody who doesn't have any tattoos. And with what I walked in with versus what I walked out with, I went back to the hard part that I had. But I don't mind it because you guys can probably see the gray hair more than I can. And I made the comment about getting rid of as much gray hair as possible. And I gotta say, I got the right hairstylist, barber. I don't know the PC term of them anymore. But But I told him, I was like, get rid of all the gray hair that you can. And he looked at me and was like, at least you have gray hair you can grow. It's like, okay, yeah. Sonny, I appreciate that. Lynn Lovely, hello from Illinois. How you doing? So no going away present from her. I'm still here for another 3 weeks before we move, so. Oh. Sonny, it's just easy for me to be optimistic. Let's see, we've got. It's not a beauty school. That's true. I mean, they were working at an actual place, so. But my God, the cost of haircuts has gone through the roof. Last time I got a haircut, it was like 3 years ago. The last time I went to a place and got a haircut. It was like $15. I paid $24 at the same place today. Jaden's wondering when your next ride along is. Probably. Do I want to do it? Am I going to do a ride along on Thursday? Should I do a 4th of July ride along? Yeah, we might do a ride along on Thursday. Mia? Okay. That's cool. Lynn Lovely, day's been good. I got my new license plate frames in. I'll show those on Friday's video. Got my new shirt today. Embrace the suck. There is a message behind that, and get your minds out of the gutter. You always say we. Do you live with a roommate? Lisa, I do have a roommate, but generally when I'm talking, like when we go out for a ride along or we go in to pick up an order, I'm generally talking about we, like me and all of you guys that watch. So I might be the one running the channel and making the videos and doing the ride alongs and all of that, but this channel wouldn't really exist without us. Almost sounded French for a second. So yeah, that's generally when I say we, it's all of us, all of you guys and me. I know. No, Raising Cane's girl's not here. You getting it cheap? Granted, I do shave and haircuts, and it's 78, so the tip normally is 100. Dang. Yeah, it's been a while since I've gone in, and usually I always wear a hat with the exception of Tuesday nights, and I used to be bald. I just would shave everything. So easy when I wear a hat for me to keep the sides and the back short. Nobody ever sees the mop top. It's more polite on streaming. Nice shirt. Thank you, Mary. I literally had somebody flip me off today. Well, just remember, they're your number one in somebody's heart. That's the way I look at it. So cops are going undercover to bust DoorDash driver delivery alcohol to minors. Anyone else see that article? I have not. It doesn't surprise me though. I think Maryland, though, is gonna start, or DoorDash is gonna start doing alcohol deliveries in Maryland. Chuck, how's it going? When I say we, it means me and the mouse in my pocket. You have said that when we move. So, oh yeah, well, in reference of that, I mean, I'm moving and bringing you guys all along. But yeah, both um, myself and my cousin are moving. So moving out of this place. So actually, next Tuesday will be the last live stream with all of this behind me for a little while. Bomb City, yeah. I always say we a lot because, you know, it's all of us. You guys come along with me on the ride-alongs, and so that's why I say it the way I do. Looks like Mia's a vegetarian or a vegan. That's cool. I thought you meant it like Charlie does, Chuck. We're not using your sunscreen. No, no, I think I actually got to go see a dermatologist. Vicky, how are you doing? Three bros, what's going on? Totally random question, but what one of your tattoos hurt the worst? By the way, they're hella cool. I appreciate that. Holden, I appreciate that. What tattoo hurt the worst? My chest tattoo was not well. Most of my chest tattoo is okay. Certain areas of it were not pleasant at all. The one that probably hurt the most, the longest. No, that was probably my chest tattoo. The most painful visible tattoo would probably be my inner arm, because the closer he got to the armpit, it was basically like just continually getting punched. Your armpits, for those who don't know, massive cluster of nerves. So as he got closer to the armpit, it definitely hurt. But I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm definitely a glutton for punishment. Now we got Chuck's in here, dashing across America. Chuck, rational driver flipping on people off is how I say hello. I actually, for the most part, stop flipping people off. If somebody cuts me off in traffic or does something stupid, I give them the thumbs down. You know, let them know I'm disappointed in them, and their parents would probably be disappointed in them too. I was just minding my business, driving, going the speed limit. They were tailgating me. Oh, one of those. Yeah. Road rage is a real thing. Shadow Band, what's going on? And I got an email from Instacart going over alcohol deliveries. That's not the real Chuck? Okay. Not a mod. Can't check or can't check. Ellen, how are you doing? I mean, Chuck from Dashing Across America does stop in and say hey, so. How's Ellen doing tonight? I did have a troll account comment a few videos ago that was supposed to be Pedro and it wasn't. That one was blatantly obvious that it wasn't Pedro. Rational driver received an email from DoorDash today about the new health benefit perk they're giving Pennsylvania drivers. Huh. Be nice if more states started doing that. Bomb City, doing my last order for the night and it started pouring rain. Bomb City, it freaking poured here today, this morning. I slept right through it. I was going to get up and get out and start running errands and that, and all of a sudden I heard hail coming down, hitting my window, and like, nope, I'm going to take my sweet time in the shower, and then hopefully the storm passes. Which it did. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's Chuck. Somebody said it wasn't, or might not have been. Kaylee, how are you doing? My God, I'm getting behind on chat. You haven't felt pain from a tattoo until you get one on the neck and collarbone. Sonny, I will agree with that, but also say that part of my chest tattoo goes around one of my nipples, and yeah, that was probably the worst pain I've had involving a tattoo. And then my buddy who was doing the tattoo let me know he was still about 2 inches away from it, and I'm like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna pass out from if you get much closer. I thought he was actually tattooing over it. He was still like 2 inches away. Duck man, what's going on? When am I moving? Probably here in about 3 weeks. I gotta get my car licensed, which will be on the 24th, and then I'll probably take off then. So, Kaylee asked, "How do I rejoin? How do you rejoin what?" I'm not blue. Mary, you are now blue. Not like Smurf blue, but you got the wrench. What is my camera key? There we go. We got Chuck in here. You rock. All we need now is Pedro in here. Then we would have the big three. Sonny, not sure to say hi or not. You can say hi. I'm pretty sure that's Chuck. We got us a $5 super that I'm making my way down to. Unless I tap on it. I can tap on it. There we go. Jason with the $5. I appreciate that, man, so much. I'm not taking my shirt off for it, but when did I start? We had that issue a while back. I was talking to my mom earlier. My sarcastic mouth is going to get me in trouble one of these days. I like Chuck too, so he can stop in all he wants to. Agreed. Clicked on the channel and it's the real Chuck. Okay, that's what I thought, but can a mod check to see if it's really Chuck? Pretty please. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pedro would not go on his name, I would think. I would think so. I mean, I have a couple other accounts that are not known. I don't have I have the other channel, but I don't ever comment on that. I've got my personal account and I've got a burner account. If it is Chuck and your Starbucks employee, better watch out. Chuck is getting the apologies now. Let's get the pyramid back in. Additional 4% of my base pay to pay for stuff. Well, as long as they're not taking 4% of your pay to put away, extra 4% I consider it a win. Considering what DoorDash wastes money on. Wish it would rain where I am in Modesto. It's supposed to get up to 120 on Saturday. Ooh. Yeah, no thanks. Sonny, I don't think fake Chuck would call you Faith or say hola to Alex. Where's First Adventure to? That's a good idea. I don't know. Wherever the car stops. Oh, to become a member again? I think. That's a good question. If somebody can help out Kaylee on that, I have no idea. I've not tried to be a member of my own channel. I spend enough time with me. Sweet Tea, how are you doing? 2 inches away, that's what she said. Touche. Alright. Oh no, leave your shirt on. Oh, will do, Jason. Don't you be bringing any creepers up in here. What is this live about? This live is just like hanging out. That's all it is. We just hang. Tuesday nights, we just hang out. Wait for whatever sarcastic comment's going to come out of my mouth or the chat next. I am not. This is not Magic Mike Tuesday happy hour. Beer can. I appreciate that. Welcome back to the chat. Kevin over at Beer Can Museum sent me a. Should I say? He sent me a tiny Sasquatch. And some Yingling beer coasters. I'm pretty sure I said Yingling right. I hope I said. Beer Can, let me know if I said it right. How about talking about shirtless people? I delivered to a strip club last night at 11 p.m. 60-cent tip. Would expect a tip based professional would tip more. One would think, I won't ever go to a strip club again. The last time I went to one, it was on DoorDash. And we delivered Mexican food. It really, really made me reevaluate getting a lap dance ever again. So, yeah. I'll keep my money and my ones. Sweet Jesus, let me get my ones ready. That's over on the OF. I'm joking, I don't have one. Should give Chuck a wrench so We always know it's him. That's a great idea. I'm gonna scroll back for a second, and I see I have another super chat, so bear with me, please. Um, Chuck, you got the wrench. Now I gotta. If he says outside of the chat, there's a join button. Click that. Says Jason. Okay, appreciate that, Jason. That was for Kaylee. Rational driver, so you're see. I was doing so good with English. Babble lessons are paying off. I saw you were getting into rideshare and wanted to vlog it. If you want my advice, get around YouTube. Yeah, definitely let me know. I've actually started out doing rideshare way before I did DoorDash, but I want to do a little bit of rideshare again. It's honestly, if you don't mind having people in your car driving them around, it's a nice mix up from doing food delivery, because you really can't have a conversation with somebody's McDonald's order. Bomb City, $9.99 super. Thank you so much. Please help a gal out. I am 75 away from 1K. Let's help Bomb City get to 1K. And before I forget, I have not seen Andrew in the chat. Andrew last week emailed me, and he is a DoorDasher. Was a DoorDasher. He got his car totaled by a teenager that didn't have insurance, and he's currently homeless, and asked me if I would share the GoFundMe for him. I thought about it, and that is in the description of the live. If anybody wants to go chip in $5, that is up to you guys. So Sweet tea, how hot has it gotten up there? The hottest day we had so far was last Monday. We got up to like 116 with humidity. So 100 a day felt like 108. I feel like anything over 100, it's just collecting. You're just going to be walking around collecting your own body parts in different zip codes. Jason, you get a wrench. I'm definitely not Oprah, but you get a wrench and you get a wrench. Johnny, what's going on? How you doing? I would put feet pics on OF if mine were cute, but they are not. I feel like I'd get more money if for people to tell me to get them to put them back on. I can't talk. It's tough to do rideshare if you dislike most people. Walking? That's a really valid point. Mary, can I put? Yeah, you can put Bomb Cities. You can put the link up. I think that honestly, getting stuck having to do the live vertical is YouTube's way of telling me to get my act together and start streaming on a laptop. Primarily do Lyft and use DoorDash as a filler. Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to get my car on Uber, because at least around here, Ubers, at least they still have a surge. But sometimes I feel like the riders on Lyft are friendlier. They're a bit more mature. They're less likely to make a mess in your car. So, but if you want to make some major quick money and you're doing Uber, Nebraska, football season, come do Uber in Lincoln on a home game. You will make bank. Dustin says, working at the airport, I love doing rideshare before my shift. After my shift, it's a different story. I feel bad. I get rides from the airport every once in a while. Chuck, put up the link. Thank you. Sonny says, I agree, Charlie. I like to take a break from getting in and out of my car. Rideshare, the deliveries have their own feet. And if the weather's crappy, it's like raining, and you still want to make money, but you don't want to get wet, rideshare. The food, the delivery gets in your car by themselves. They get out of your car by themselves. It just went, and you get to sit in your car, drive around, and stay dry. Decided to take today off because of all that. I don't know how people can afford Cali. Yeah, I don't know. I know a few people that live in Cali. Well, mostly, most of them are here in the chat. So I've met quite a few that have moved to Nebraska from Cali. Again, Alex, yeah, it really sucks anymore. That, talking to Andrew, let's see, Andrew, a friend of mine, her parents, and I think 2 other people, I can't remember offhand. There's been like 4 different people that I've talked to in like the last month and a half that have all either been in a car accident or had their car totaled by somebody who did not have a driver's license or insurance. And I'm slowly realizing that's why my insurance continues to go up every 6 months, is because we're all paying for other people that drive without licenses and insurance. No worries, Mary. Robert, how's it going? Happy 4th of July early. Appreciate it. Yes, happy early Treason's Day, you ungrateful colonials. Get a refund. See? Get a refund from Babbel. I'm pretty sure if I was actually sponsored by Babbel, they would have pulled their sponsorship immediately. Beer Can finally passed the 1,000 delivery milestone. Finally, really hoped my 1,000th would be something fascinating. It was a bunch of Dunkin' Donuts and Munchkins. And Munchkins? Like Willy Wonka's Munchkins? Or is that Wizard of Oz? Which one was Oompa Loompa? No. Willy Wonka was Oompa Loompas. Just Roy Delivery, how's it going? Beer Can, yeah, I mean, I feel like Kevin, you at least your 1,000th would still be memorable. I mean, donuts and Munchkins. Could have been delivering Plan B to a nunnery. No, what's that? A convent? Is it a convent? Is that what it is? What's it like to be an influencer, Charlie? I don't know. I I'm a very bad influencer. More like a bad influence, but Zach, bro, you kind of look like Tom Brady. Tom Brady was sunburned, right? I'll take it. Appreciate it. I guess. Holy crap! I did get the Tom Brady haircut. Said I'm gonna start wearing a hat now. I'm joking. I'm joking. Lisa says just use StreamYard. They have a free one. I'll have to check out StreamYard. I will have to check that out. Uber is state by state. Love tourist season. Yeah, that really I haven't done. I don't even think I did Uber last football season. Maybe a couple games, but honestly, the money. I can show you guys. Maybe. It's gonna take me a minute because I'm gonna scroll. That okay? Scroll down. Never mind. Could do that here for U of M games, but no, I'm good. Lisa, it might be worth it. Even just trying it. Alex, Lyft is going good for the most part. I did an hour on Friday night and an hour on Saturday night. I took a total of 7 rides, 4 of them tipped, and I made $50 in a total of 2 hours. So, I mean, like I said, it's a nice mix up if you get tired of being in your car by yourself. It's okay to pick up people. I don't recommend doing it, when the bars close and you're picking up a bunch of drunk people who walk up to you and go, "Are you my driver?" It's like, "What kind of car are you looking for?" A red Honda. I'm in a white, well, now Toyota. But every once in a while, a drunk person will accidentally tip you $20 in cash when they probably meant to give you 5. It's honestly a nice change up. Let's see. I did do some this last football season. So this was, don't ask me the miles because I don't remember, but this was on a Husker football Saturday. I drove 8 hours and 16 minutes, 29 trips for over $400. So you're talking over $50 an hour, and you're not having to get out of your car. I consider that. That was the only game? No. It just went back. My bad. Same. 2 weeks before? 6 hours and 15 minutes, 19 trips, $343. It's the only time of the year that you can make that kind of money in this market is you get 6 or 7 home football games a year, but the amount of money that you can make is absolutely ridiculous. Jason says, I have a mouth, one rideshare backseat driver. I may have to tell them where to put it. I've had a few of those, and when I ignore them, and I actually show them a shortcut on how to get to their house, they very quickly go, here's a tip, I'm sorry. I've had it happen quite a few times. The uninsured driver thing. 3 bros, my rent for a 2-bedroom townhouse apartment is $2,300 a month in California. Wow. Well, you can get a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage townhome here in Lincoln for $1,800 to $2,300 a month in my neighborhood. Chuck says I would love to take an Uber with a puppet driver. Actually, Lyft, I will not deal with Uber. I've been having an issue trying to get my car approved on Uber. Yeah. Lyft, no problem. They did everything in like 2 hours. Rideshare is just human. You're not wrong. But at least the person that's getting is the one paying you. Hopefully. DBS, what's going on? Did you hit your 1,600 subs? Was it last night? Night before that? I got the notification that you were going live, and I think I passed out like 5 minutes later. It's going to cost you just to get to this puppet to drive you to the airport. Donut holes munchkins. Oh, that's what the donuts are called? I'm an idiot. Chuck is... Well, yeah, Chuck's name is now Blue. No, it's a nunnery. It's like a nursery for nuns. It's a nunnery. I like that. CJ, only when I dressed up as Santa Claus that one year. Sweetie says, I'm influenced when I watch you. Well, thank you, Sweetie. Dustin, welcome to the squirrel level. And Rational Driver, welcome to the squirrel level. I don't want, Lisa says, I don't want weird drunk people in my vehicle. Yeah, I don't mind driving at night, even with weird people in my car. Agreed, tacos don't throw up in the back seat usually. Fair point. I've had, I think, in the over 8 years that I've been on Uber and Lyft, I think I've had 5 people throw up in my car. No. Yes. I've had 5 people throw up in my car. I've had 6 people have to throw up. The very first time I had somebody throw up, they let me know about literally 2 seconds before they were going to throw up. I am driving down O Street, which is the main street, going through downtown, going through Lincoln, east to west. And they're like, I'm going to throw up. I have never hit the brakes so quick, merged into the center lane, hit the flashers, the door unlocked, and the window rolled down like that. Pop their head out the car door. Let everything out. Good. No mess in the car, no mess on the car, outside. Kept driving. No. If you do rideshare, that's another perk of having both Uber and Lyft. Because if somebody throws up in your car on one, you can request the cleaning fee, clean it up yourself, as long as the smell's not bad. I mean, carry Febreze or Ozium or both. Rip off that seat cover, switch over to the other app, finish out the night. I mean, the average I got paid for somebody throwing up in my car was $200, and something I could clean up really quickly. After riding in an Uber with my old roommate, I will not ride share at night near bars. Don't want to be hit like that. even though I was hit on by a no tip drop little Little Caesar today. How long ago was that? This is why I don't like getting so behind on chat. Chuck knows the feeling. Okay, Mary, you'll have to remind me. How long ago was what? And I'm trying my best to get caught up here. Don't drive past 10 usually. Definitely don't do the closing of the bars. I do get people the following day that are still drunk going home. You occasionally, pick up somebody especially if you're driving out till 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. You'll occasionally pick up somebody who's doing the walk of shame. Usually the same at Penn State games, especially with a whiteout. Yeah, those are. Lisa says I don't want to end up as the next ID channel story. Laura, how are you doing? Yeah, Josh is in here. Try to upload the docs online via your laptop. I had to do that. Okay, I'll give that a try. Everything else was approved, but my temporary registration, people in India don't know what that is. So going back and forth, back and forth. Nina, how are you doing? Uber has always been a pain when delivering with getting documents approved. I don't know. I don't get what it is. I reached out. What was it? When did I do it? Friday? Yeah, I did do it. I uploaded everything Friday to both Uber and Lyft. And Uber, it kept saying wrong document. And I contacted support and talked to the 4 different support agents. And they're like, oh, well, yeah, the first one didn't even know what the heck a temporary registration was. And I'm like, it's the in-transit. Because at this point I knew it was the in-transit because Lyft approved it. They did not know what I was talking about. What am I drinking tonight? Voodoo Ranger Peach Force. It's the summer beer. It's actually really, really good. If you like beer and you like peaches, I guarantee you'll like this. It's actually really good. Sweet tea, I have actually only almost thrown up once while cleaning up throw up for somebody else, and that was the last time somebody threw up in my car. I don't know. It was a 2:30 kickoff. It was a football Saturday. She threw up in my car at 1:30. She was maybe 100 pounds soaking wet, and I'm pretty sure she'd been drinking since the night before and hadn't gone to bed yet. She probably drank her weight in alcohol, and it was just, it was bad. One would be 2 if it happened, because I would throw up too. Sonny, that's what clotheslines are for, or clothesline closing pins. You have to have a camera in the car now to get throw up money. I take a bunch of pictures. Like, I get creative. I get down. You could make, with those pictures, if you do it the right way, you can make that mess look bigger than it actually is. That's how you get the maximum amount of money. Laura says, I need that shirt for real. Oh, embrace the suck? Yes. I like shirts that have messages that aren't just for other people to read. It's for me. And this is one of them. Embrace the suck. If you're having a bad day, embrace it. If you give up and go home, you're being challenged, and I feel like, so embrace the suck and you will grow, or you'll reach level 31 of sarcasm. Carry baking soda with you, it takes the smell out. All the throw up money can be really good. Mary, I started doing Uber and Lyft April 1st of 2016, so. Paul, how's it going? You don't need anyone throwing up in the new ride? No, definitely not. And I can tell you from experience, a friend of mine who actually got me to start doing Uber and Lyft used to carry gallon Ziploc bags in their car and would have them in the pouches in the back and in the pouches of the doors for anybody that felt like they needed to throw up. Anytime anybody threw up in his car, they would be clutching the Ziploc bag with one hand and throwing up in the opposite direction. Like, you're just, no, they just be, and then they try to walk out with the bag like it's empty. You failed to use it for its intended purpose. They'd walk away with their own little souvenir Ziploc. Flanagan or Nina took her decline it all earlier. People over exaggerate when it comes to the negatives of rideshare. I mean, I get in certain areas it's probably better or worse than others, but 6:52. I'm only 5 minutes behind. Yes, which means I'm probably catching up. Any 4th of July plans, or are you working? I am probably working. All the local towns, including the town itself here, they do all their fireworks shows on July 3rd. So I will probably be crawling out my window and sitting up on my roof watching the fireworks show. There's like, if you stood up on my roof, you could do a full 360 and you would see fireworks shows from all of the surrounding towns. It's actually really cool. But no, 4th of July, I will probably be working. Like I said, I might even do a ride along for a while. You have to go to the area just signed up with and Grubhub, but you can get orders on the way there. Grubhub's the moneymaker. Sweet tea, yes, it only happened once. And Brace the Suck, sponsored by DoorDash. True. Carry barf bags, they can chunk their cookies in that. Only if they remember to use them. Michael, how's it going? Just a quiet hello to everyone. Finally feeling better. Going to give DoorDash hell Friday for the first time in months. Missed the heydays of rideshare. Started right before the virus hit. And that was about the time I took a break from doing rideshare. So I'm like, I don't feel like driving around with a mask on all the time, and it's going to get old asking people getting in my car to wear a mask, if I even really cared at that point. Oh, yes, very long time ago. I didn't get these gray hairs from getting married or having kids. Like, it all came from gig work. And family. Drew, how's it going? Question for you. How do you hold platinum status without accepting horrible offers or using earn by time? Maybe I just happened to see where you accepted pretty decent orders every time. Honestly, lately, for me to be able to keep it, I've had to do earn by time. I just dropped my phone. I try to limit the number of earn by time videos that I do, because I know some people have an absolutely horrible time, and I'm trying to monkey feet my phone. Got it. I earn by time is it's almost a necessity now. But yesterday, which you guys will see tomorrow, I did earn by time the entire day. And every order had a tip on it, which is really weird. But earn by time orders are, at least in this market, seem to be getting better. I've seen more $18, $24, $25 stacked orders on earn by time than I have on per order. I mean, DoorDash is paying me more than the customer in that case, but I feel like DoorDash should pay a bit more anyway. So I never take a $2 order though. If I'm doing per order, I never take a $2 order or a $3 order. My minimum is generally $4.50, $4 if it's a stacked and it's going on the way. If I have to go extra, I'm probably not taking it. So between that and then when I'm doing earn per order, if I get a bunch of shopping orders, that also helps keep platinum for me. Yeah, Drew, hey, no worries. Like, even my own videos, I'm like, okay, did I say that last video? Like, sometimes I have to go back and try to remember because I don't always like repeating myself over and over again. It's my weird little quirk, but I get there's so many channels and so many videos. If you have questions ever, just feel free to drop them in a comment. Drop them in the comments in a video. I do read all the comments. So now I'm falling behind on chat. Rational driver once had a female get in my car. Ride was over. All she had to do was open the door and fall out. Instead, turned to the center of my car and got sick. Half of my pukers, as I call them, I end up having to clean up puke around the window seal. Doesn't ever get in where the window comes up and down at, but the seal around there on both sides, Q-tips, Lysol, Pine Sol. I'm like, just open the door. Sitting on the dock watching the fireworks in different cities. First time in a few years I've had the 4th off. Like, I could take any holiday off. And when I get moved, I will probably take holidays off, to be honest. Here I don't really have anything else to do. Oh, Laura, no. That was about the time I stopped doing rideshare, was during 2020. But no, not. I still occasionally see somebody wearing a face diaper. I said what I said. Scotty, I agree. I think DoorDash could be better. They're just their own biggest enemy at this point. And they have been for a while. Angela, how you doing? My Dash is crashing with the cheater program here. Ed says never do EBT. I'm gonna agree to disagree. I've had good luck on it. I think it depends on the day. It depends on the market. It depends on the day in whatever market. I've had Fridays where I've done earn by time the entire day and I've cleared $200 and still averaged $1.80 to $2 a mile. It just depends on the day and the market. Do you prefer the Dasher rewards or the Diamond program better? Well, you can shine up a turd and turn it into a diamond. DoorDash likes to do. The rewards is the rewards makes me feel like I'm in like preschool or kindergarten again, because it's like, oh hey, you got a platinum star, good job, you colored between the lines. It's kind of what it feels like for me. I just take the orders. They DoorDash and these other apps that do these, it's like really nice gift wrap, and then you open it up and it's the toy that you didn't want for Christmas. And I definitely have some dignity. Depends on the day and how much you're tipping. Cauliflower, how are you doing? Somebody put a timestamp in so I can hopefully say that I'm catching up. How long are you waiting on orders before you hit a good one? Really depends on honestly, it depends on the day. Oh, some of the shopping orders have really, really gotten crappy. Like, they're sending me like an 1150 stacked Aldi. Like, I am not shopping for two different customers for 1150 at Aldi. I don't care if it's two items. I'm not doing it. The base pay at Aldi's is already ridiculously high, which means the customer, if it's an 1150, one or maybe even both of the customers didn't tip. Every single driver shouldn't take anything that isn't $2 a mile. I'd like to see DoorDash actually pay by the minute and the mile, like rideshare does, with a bare minimum base. So if an order is going to take you 2 minutes and it's going half a mile, you should still get a bare minimum base. Like rideshare. My average wait time between orders, again, it depends on the day. Some days I'm getting an offer maybe every 30 minutes. Other days, those are the days I tend to switch over to earn by time if I can. The money's just been there. I do love when DoorDash though will send you. They'll send you a. You can be on earn by time and not get anything, but crickets for like a half an hour, and you're like, okay, it's going to be a slow day on earn by time. So then you switch over to per order, and then they send you a $4 9-mile order, and I'm like, you should have sent me that on earn by time. Had to take a $2 today. I'm at 70%. Scotty, yeah, I would switch over to earn by time. Even if you do it for like an hour a day, take 3 or 4 orders, it's gonna offset. We got to do this. I feel like we got to do the same thing that DoorDash does, and that's play the numbers game. Drew, yeah, I'm getting into the same way, and I feel like I'm actually getting better at if I'm starting a thought and I'm actually starting to talk through that thought, and then have to transition from like picking up an order to dropping it off. Then I'm actually getting better mentally, taking a mental note and going, okay, this is where I stopped at my thought. I need to pick up on my thought when I get to the drop off. And I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at that. I'm making my ADHD I can't say it on here. Tulsa, Oklahoma, 2% of these cheapskates tip usually $1. I can't say that I know Tulsa very well, Jason, but I do know it from Live PD. We got Patrick Starr in the house. How's it going? Do any of your family criticize the way you make a living because it's not considered a real job by many people? What do your family members think about it? Considering I make, and this is not a flex, but considering I make more money than some family members doing what I do, not even YouTube, just what I do with gig work, if they got anything to say, I don't have time to listen. And it's not being disrespectful to them. It's like you are, the way I look at it and the way I look at it in general is if other people have time to criticize how I'm doing and what I'm doing, and while I'm succeeding at my goals, they're not succeeding at theirs because they've got enough time to criticize what I'm doing. So I actually, when I started doing photography 12 or 13 years ago, my dad had actually told me, he's like, you're not going to make any money at this. I'm like, okay. He's like, I don't know where you think you're going to be going with this, but you're not going to make money at it. You know, anybody can take pictures. I'm like, okay. That didn't stop me. I continued to do photography. I continued to grow and get better. And I went from not knowing a darn thing about a camera. I took one photography class in high school or in college, and I failed it, to shooting concert photography for bands, for big bands that travel all over the world, and people pay to go see them. So yeah, I think I succeeded. I wouldn't really, you can still love your family and respect them in that, but you don't have to let their feelings or opinions, and I don't think you really should let their opinions dictate how you do and what you do. If you're happy and you're doing what you want to do and you're successful, their opinions don't really matter. I hope I said that right, and I didn't sound like a complete a-hole. Kaylee, yes, I said face diaper. Some people are still walking around with a face diaper. I saw somebody the other day driving in their car with their windows down. You're the only one in the car. Are you afraid you're going to give it to yourself? Sorry. Michael lived my normal life in Florida. Exactly. Zara, how are you doing? She's a Lyft driver. Went from 70s to low 60s, and I'm definitely far behind. 907. I am slipping back. Our market is usually awful right now. It'll pick up. I like the tiered program, but it's tough to maintain. It really is. The way I've been able also to kind of frame it to help some, and they've told me that it's helped. Just focus on 10 deliveries at a time. Take 10 deliveries at a time. As long as you take 7 of those, you're going to maintain 70%. So don't think about it as this massive 100, just 10. Just 10 blocks of 10. I do not currently have any contract violations. Knock on wood. Aldi and Dollar General shops are most generally going to lower class tax bracket people, at least in my observation. I'd actually rather do an Aldi than a Dollar General, because Dollar General's out of things mostly, and like you said, Jason, it's a lot of times they're going to people, I would say more so Dollar General. Aldi, I've delivered to some nice houses, then it's like, okay, you can tell that they're probably a little more responsible with their money than they probably have to be, but it's probably why they live in a nice house and they've learned to save money where they can and order groceries from where they can. So, Sonny, have a good night. I know you're probably just canceled myself. I know you're probably already gone, but have a good night. Rideshare doesn't pay by time and mileage anymore. It's all upfront pay algorithm nonsense. Yeah, I miss the old days of rideshare where you made insane money. But at least Lyft has said, you know what, we're going to go back and we're going to pay you is like 60%, 65%. We're going to pay you that set percentage of what the customer is charged. Uber, as far as I know, they're still charging the customer whatever, and you're getting like maybe 20 or 30% of that. So, Carl, hello from Indiana. Carl, I hope you're still here. I'm trying to get caught up. The people who don't make money at this are generally the ones that are not business savvy. Yeah, I feel like you really got to look at this. And Red is in the chat. How's it going, Red? Red, you have the 1 year squatchy icon. Appreciate you, Red. Yeah, I would say probably to have any success, long-term success in this gig space, you have to stop dropping your phone. You have to look at it in some way as a business. If you go through this as an employee, think with the mindset of an employee, you're not an employee, you're your own boss. Monkey feet again. Blindly scam baiting, how's it going? Good afternoon from Melbourne, Australia. Do you talk to your dad still? My dad has not talked to me in over a year, to be perfectly honest. And if he ever decides to change his mind, I'm here. But we're all adults, and he made his choice, and that's all right. Maybe one day he'll change his mind. No hate, no negativity at all. I hold no hate or negativity. Wasn't my decision. So as long as he's doing well and he's happy. Life's too short for me, and I don't have enough time to, hold any real negative feelings towards people. It's been factually proven that Dollar Generals are put in neighborhoods with a low income. A lot of them you see, at least in the Nebraska area, they're in tiny, tiny towns. There's one I drove by the other day. It's in a town of 1,600 people. Very tiny. Average median income, we could probably look up. Median income, Wymore, Nebraska. I said Nebraska, not Nebraska. In 2022, the median household income in Wymore, Nebraska was $52,587, which is about 3/4 of the median household income in Nebraska. It's $71,722. Wymore's per capita income is $27,884. But now Google's saying their median income's $26,000, so You get the point. You get up to 70% after Lyft takes expenses. Okay. Red is happily in his cups. Shelly, how you doing? Vicky, I'm back. Sorry I had to do the dishes. How sad that your dad doesn't talk to you. Hey Vicky, it's all right. Like I said, it's not my decision. Usually people when they go through an addiction and they get out of it and they get clean and sober and all and that, the majority of people actually get nicer. And somehow we move again. There we go. This is just one of those that was not the case. It's like cool. But like I said, I don't hold any negative feelings, no ill will or anything. Wish the best for him. And we're all adults. Did you see my email about the EBT zone changing? Only this is the first pilot program email I've received. Did I get it? I feel. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I see it. Oh my God. Here's a good laugh for you guys. I'll end up doing a video about it. We heard from Dashers that long distance deliveries can cause frustration because of the downtime spent driving back to your zone, especially when they're using earn by time mode. No, DoorDash. Actually, we're frustrated because you'll send a customer's order to a McDonald's that's 9 miles away when there's a McDonald's that's 1 mile away. That's what we're frustrated about. So maybe if you want to fix that instead of fixing this zone changing thing, you wouldn't have Dashers that are upset about not being able to change zones and having to drive back to a different zone. How about you just send the order to the closest open restaurant? That would be great. Like I said, I'll do a video about it this week. Keeping quiet on DG because that's my favorite store. When I was a full-time captain, I was still shopping there. You can get, like I said, Michael, you can get some good deals. The only issue that I personally have with Dollar General around here is they can't keep in really anything in stock, which is absolutely annoying. And a lot of that, I will say, comes down to the fact that every time I go in there, there's a new employee. They just promoted somebody new to manager. So I don't know if it's like the company itself. I don't know if it's the stores, the locations, the regional manager that are having an issue keeping managers in for a long time. I don't know what the issue is, at least around here. I've shopped at Dollar General plenty of times. Kaylee, do you have Cash App? I do have Cash App. I think, yeah, I do have Cash App. I'll find my username. I got a $46 payment from Lyft last week because the previous week only earned like 60% of the tax payment or pay us the mileage. Yeah, I'd be good with, them doing a base pay with so much per minute and so much per mile. I'm here, let's go get the party started. I'll just sit in the corner and sip my pineapple juice. with rum or vodka in it, Sigma. How you doing? Do I ever plan on having children? If I find a woman lucky enough to put up with me, I would actually. In my 20s, I did not want to have kids. And I was probably pretty selfish having that with that mindset. But no, I really wouldn't mind having a kid. I probably would have made a very terrible, terrible dad in my early 20s, but we live, we grow, we hopefully strive to be better day after day. Sigma says, Patrick, I have a child in every state. I definitely do not. They only care about mileage in Seattle, where they have to by law pay by the mile. Dashing with Throck Daddy, what's going on? How you doing? Kaylee says, I'll put up with you. Their magic number is $2. We would get $2 to drive back. That sounds about right. Sigma says, I used to drink like a fish, a fifth for myself, no more. Oh, just straight juice for me. Yeah, I mean, having, and I gotta say, with like doing rideshare, that's why I don't deal with drunk people anymore. After going through a long period of time dealing with an alcoholic, I lost the ability to have patience with drunk people. So I can't do the bar close anymore. I'll go out, I'll drive till midnight. I'll pick up, once I pick up somebody and I can tell that, they're pretty lit, it's time for me to go home. There were 2 other Dashers that said they were being ignored by staff. I told them to hold my phone. Yeah, you guys will like tomorrow's video then, because Red just kind of hit the topic of what we're going to talk about in tomorrow's video. Sweetie, you give daddy energy. Do I now? Rational driver, you hit the @ sign and then spell out their name. Spell their name out how it is spelled in chat. Some of the names I've seen lately, though, are we just putting random street names in your pet's name? Like, some of the names I've seen and just been ridiculous. Twitter handles, Instagram handles, or Instagram usernames. Lisa says, Brash Poppy. I've been called both before. Not together, but they finally got the Dashers orders, and then I got a 300, 100 tips of 4 order for, it turns out, a local big shot personal injury attorney. Got to add some bruises or what? At work, tag me in your comment. My wife only has one child that she knows about. Are you sure about that, Red? We'll drive ride share till 5 a.m. Bars don't close till 3 here. Dang. They're only. Oh boy, my mom's in. Oh, yep. Bars close here at 2. And by then I end up having drunk people that want to stop and get food, and then I'm sitting in somebody's drive-through line for another 30 minutes, and it's just, yeah. A license plate that says Brash Poppy. Order was Instacart. I canceled the DoorDash. Mama here. I will take applications for a daughter-in-law. Thanks, Mom. Michael, have a good night. Happy America Day. Don't blow yourselves up. That's right. Just remember, this is the last Tuesday that some people will have all 10 fingers. So, Michael, happy Treason's Day, you ungrateful colonial. I got to be careful with that. We got people. I got friends in here that are British. Be all up in that mix. Vomit. Patience. Yeah, Sigma, I used to have patience for drunk people up until about 2020, 2021, when I was dealing with one full time. But then my patience for drunk people ran out, and it has not been refilled. Deanna's laughing. Lisa says, "Oh, time to behave." Mama Brash is here. Lisa, you don't have to behave. You guys really don't have to behave. Where do you think I got half my sarcasm from? I got it from both sides. Red says it's what she tells me. Happy wife, happy life. I got friends in low places. Are you talking about tiny people? Does anyone do Amazon Flex? I don't. Red says Brits had a 13 colony lead. I know. You think the Atlanta Falcons fans feel bad? They only lost the Super Bowl. Nina, I don't actually do Amazon Flex. My market, when Amazon Flex came here, the hub is in Omaha, so they might have changed it recently, but at the time, up until at least last year, when I looked into it, if you wanted to be a flex driver in Lincoln, you had to drive to Omaha to load up your vehicle just to drive back to Lincoln to then deliver everything. And no. Now, granted, you could obviously end your day here, but you still have to drive there. And it really didn't make a lot of sense because if you were an Omaha driver that came down to drive and deliver here, you still had to drive back to Omaha to get home. So either way, you're driving at least 90 miles a day before you're actually even delivering anything or going home. By ancestry, I'm British. I'm confusing thing about my last name is it is both. If I when I look it up, it's either Italian, which I don't see that one bit. It's all the origins are also, get this, Jewish and German. But I do know that that particular side of the family has been here since at least 1821. Probably longer, but that's where I'm stuck at on genealogy. Jason says the mama has to approve of the daughter-in-law, and mom agrees. Sweet Tea says, yes, tiny people. I'm nuts over tiny people. That didn't come out right. I'm going to wake up tomorrow canceled. I know I am. Tuesday Night Lives, where I potentially get myself canceled and practice stand-up comedy. Sigma says I broke up with a girlfriend, a good woman, because she liked to get drunk. I really don't mind. I can have a beer or two. It doesn't consume me. I get it does for some people. A lot of things changed when I changed my mindset, and I read a couple books that really changed my mindset, and since then I've gotten more positive and optimistic and honest with myself. And as that has happened, Sigma, it's probably happened with you as well. Certain people just don't want to hang out with you anymore, which is okay. I guess I've had a philosophical question for a while going on in my head, that it's like, do we sometimes just outgrow other people? I know that's a deep question, sorry. Something I've been thinking, that I've had rolling around in this brain for a while. Vicky, yeah, I'm sorry you had to deal with that. I wasn't married to one, but the next best thing, so I do understand. Mary says my sarcasm came from mom's side. Lisa's whole family operates on sarcasm. Brits should be proud. They're responsible for the most widely celebrated holiday on Earth, though on different days. Independence Day. Sarah, how are you doing? Everybody bring your raincoat, you'll need it. Sweet Tea's nephew works for Amazon in their warehouse. He only gets scheduled for 2 shifts. That is really weird. I know, we got all kinds of people, all kinds of celebrities, GigTube celebrities popping up in here. Amazon warehouse jobs are brutal from what I've heard. I got the goods. Best catchphrase on YouTube. My great-grandparents were from England. No Italian, but Irish too. Yes, Irish, German, I think German, Irish, German, or Jewish. I hope I didn't just demonetize this. Micah Hines 57. I got a little bit of everything apparently. Sigma, good to see you. Have a great night. May see you back around. They are now little people. Jason says open mouth insert foot. Jason, I do that on a daily basis. I actually needed that either needs to be a tattoo or another t-shirt. Red, that's what she said. My deal breaker when dating is alcohol consumption that isn't normal amounts. Yeah, I'm good with the beer or two. I use CBD for sleep. Works wonders. Red wine. We got a lot of reds in here now. Love that poster. Are you talking about Back to the Future or Ron Swanson? Red says, in the 90s, I called INS on a girlfriend that broke up with me. Talk about cutting her out of your life. Dang. You for sure outgrow people as you age. I got 3 kids out of it, so it's all good. That's a great way to look at it, Vicky. There's always something positive that comes out of something negative. Halloween? No worries, Nina. Yeah, I don't know how unless he sucks. Only do Whole Foods for flex. The tips are amazing. As Patton Oswalt says, I got all the pasty countries covered. I bought my son a shirt once that said, "How may I annoy you today?" I've had a lot of sarcastic shirts. I had sarcastic comment loading, please wait. Most of my shirts are honestly grunt style shirts, so. She asked me why I did it. I said, if we can't be together, you gotta leave the country. Oh, Red. Joe, what's going on? I think that's your name. Yes, it is Charlie. The only people that call me Charles are my mom, my ex-girlfriend, that's probably why, and anybody if I'm in trouble. But I always answer either way. I didn't do anything wrong. If you ever had a shirt made that said open mouth insert foot, I'd buy it. Jason, I gotta work on some stuff because I would there's some shirts in that I want to make, along with stickers. Some of this I still got to get everything ordered. I've been like, do I order it now? Do I order it and send it to the new address? Do I just wait and then order everything when I get out there? at this point, I'll probably wait and order everything when I get out there. Lisa says you love to be annoying on purpose. I don't know if I ever do anything on purpose. The sarcasm flows freely. And like I always say, I'm generally just as surprised as the rest of you for what comes out of my mouth. Brash Poppy should be your new channel name. I actually have to be careful because my mom's in here. My Red's wife calls him by his last name because all his friends do. Deanna, I am not leaving till probably like July 24th. I got to get the new car licensed and plated in that, and I have until the 24th to do that, so. I meet Charles the other day that screen prints, so please don't be another Charles that does. I'll get it confused. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. A lot of things are going to be stickers. I'll probably do some shirts, though. I might just have a whole separate side thing. You said it don't matter that Mama Brash is here. Yeah, but there's certain things that I can't say. Dustin, it makes sense. Don't worry. It makes sense in here. I speak many languages, and I understand even more. Ryan, how's it going, man? Doing well. You sliding in here. Holy crap, where did the time go? No, like, really, where did it go? This whole day has just been a blur. I got a lot accomplished, but it's just been a blur. Jason, the squirrel moments and sarcasm alerts is what makes this channel. I got, at some point, I had some people get offended, which I was offended that they got offended by my offensive behavior, apparently. That's where the warning label came at the beginning of every video. It's like, if I have to tell you that I'm being sarcastic, some people aren't good at catching sarcasm, and that's okay. I do have to apologize to people at times because my deadpan and my ability to say whatever and just keep a stone cold straight face, yeah, I get it. Some people do not know how to take it. Do you make gig content for your members or other kind of content? Sarah, I'm trying to work on something for that. I will probably focus a bit more on that when I get moved. I really, to be honest, when I started offering the channel memberships, it was last year. I haven't even been doing this 2 years. YouTube had sent me some email saying, hey, if you turn on channel memberships between this date and this date and leave them on till at least this date, we'll give you $500. So it's like, you know what? Simply turning it on, you're going to give me $500 from YouTube. Okay. It'd be kind of dumb not to take that. Ronald, how's it going? Done some earned by time orders the last couple of days. Delivered a couple, at least 30 minutes early. Delivery questioning how long it takes. Not really. And Ronald, good to see you in the live. They don't. I have an itch on my leg. Okay, if it looks weird, it's an itch. Chiggers. If you're from anywhere in the Midwest or the South, you know what chiggers are. They're tiny, invisible little things that get up in your business and bite you and then leave. And then you wake up the next day going, how did you get there? But Ronald, as far as getting there 30 minutes early, I don't know why DoorDash gives you like 5 minutes to go 4 minutes away to pick up an order, but then they'll give you 40 minutes to drive 10 minutes. It's DoorDash. Like, there was one order that I did yesterday. They gave me, like I said, about 40 minutes to get there. I would have had to have driven about 12 miles an hour to take the whole 40 minutes from pickup to drop off. I don't know. I don't even think they know how they come up with it. I think they just throw darts at a dartboard and go, that many minutes, that much base pay. Mom, have a good night. I will talk to you here after the live. Jason, yeah, definitely can't please them all. I never try to offend anybody, but we're human, and you can't open your mouth and say something without risking being offensive towards somebody. So at this point, I have a warning label. If you get offended after the warning at the beginning of my video, that's on you. Sarah, I'm moving my home base out to Washington State, but I'm going to be traveling and vlogging, dashing all over, and then I'll be vlogging for the second channel as well. Most sarcasm. I'm trying to combine both of those words. Most sarcasm is actually sardonic. Sarah is already ready. Sarcasm is going to be hard, not looking forward from now till November. Basically can't joke without being attacked. Sarah, yeah, it was, when the heck was it? I think I got it in May, either May or June of last year. I would like to hibernate until November and even beyond that. I will be quiet on certain things. Does anyone know why EBT is different in different places? $15 an hour here, $13.50 where I'm at. Yeah, it's... I think that's another thing that something else that DoorDash does. They throw a dart at the dartboard and go, that's the hourly rate there. Guys, Charlie has scabies. It's only body lice. Well, they've only bit my legs. I don't know what you're talking about, Charlie. Yeah, I'm talking about my inner thigh, my upper legs. I really am. I have a how did you get there story about a tick. I have a feeling it's going to require the rest of this. That many minutes on back road on EBT, I take back roads and go slow and maximize that time. Like I said, I will walk out of that restaurant like that kid trying to go run slow motion to home plate in T-ball. I will just take. I'm gonna say something that I can't say if I keep going that slow. That many minutes on, yeah. Delivered is worse. It gives you 40 minutes to go to a 2 mile. To go a 2 mile, then say don't be earlier. Customer will be upset. So let me sit out in my car for 30 minutes, even with hot bags, and let the food cool off. Rational driver says it's 14 in my home zone to 15:25 in the zone I work. And I'm assuming that you don't drive very far between zones, so how the heck does even that work? Cauliflower, I got those on eBay. I actually need to add the link for the catering bag. I really do. Thank you for reminding me. I've been needing to do that. Joe says I've had 2 really good LOP orders on EBT the last few days. That is the only time that I've actually, yeah. I don't know. I don't think I've gotten a catering order off of EBT. I don't know. Gig Money, this is Sisler, what's up, man? Changed my YouTube page, gonna start doing some content, bro. I'll join a member in a few days. I appreciate that. Now, thank you for putting 2 and 2 together for me. Gig Money, Sisler, Gig Money. I got it. I'll probably, yeah, I got it. We're good. Hibernate to November just to vote. Ronald, no problem. When I look at the order up front on time and miles, it looks okay. Then 30 minutes really cuts into the money. It really does. And the miles, if you guys watch tomorrow's video, you'll notice that I take an order that is over 9 miles. But it's actually under 7. I don't make the rules. DoorDash, I don't even know what DoorDash is doing. They're just throwing random numbers and saying, that's the mileage. Because I knew as soon as I saw that, I looked at the map and I looked at what they said the miles were, and I'm going, that is so full of crap. There is no way that is over 9 miles. They overestimated that by over 2.5 miles. It was bad. The order was good, but it was bad. Getting tired of the posts I'm subjected to. MD in the house. Wait, Maryland or medical doctor? Brash Dasher, what's going on? Always gonna have haters and people that don't like you or get offended. Just always have to be yourself, and the right people will watch and support you. Plus, haters help algorithm. Agreed. I completely agree. You know, anytime somebody leaves a negative comment that doesn't get filtered out, I always thank them for viewing. You know, it helps. I even wish them well. Life's too short to wish ill will towards people. Let me get caught up. Weird at 10 o'clock. Let me try to get caught up here. Let's not get me started on delivered. Jason, I will not mention that app. Melting here, but good. They kept me busy because it was 90. Oh, it's always good. As long as your AC works in your car, it's always good. Then I have to estimate the time on EBT so I know how much I use maximum time. That's a good way to look at it, Joe. Soaked by the time I went home. I'm in, it's 14 here where I live, but I traveled in. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes more sense. My bills don't care how hot it is outside. Yeah, but I bet your balls do. Pedro said tonight he's quitting gig work. Well, he's been talking about stepping stones for a while, so if he's quitting gig work, you know, best of luck to him. There's a YouTube channel called Small Town Dasher, I think not far from you. Do you know? They sadly not. Yeah, I heard about them. They started around the time, within a few months after I started my channel, I think. Your Shopify link is busted. Yeah, I had some issues with Shopify. Yeah, they weren't too far. I think they were out in York, or I'm pretty sure it was York. I think they were at like an hour away. I think it from you to restaurants then to customer might have been 9 miles. Miami, it was, but I was sitting at a red light, so I quickly when I saw it, I went over to Apple Maps, put in the restaurant, and then put in basically the customer's address within like 2 blocks. Because it's going to a big apartment complex behind a Hy-Vee that I shop at a lot, so I know that address for that Hy-Vee. So I just put the Hy-Vee's address in, and it popped up way less than 9.2 miles, like way less. So DoorDash has got a major issue going on, and it didn't even show the same route. So I don't know. Is DoorDash putting kilometers and saying it's miles? I don't know what they're doing, but it was well over 2.5 miles less. Vertical's bad. We can't see her pop. I know. You let DoorDash see. Just always blame DoorDash. Let YouTube know that they are not allowing me to stream on my phone horizontal anymore. They took that option away. We'll finish with little Brash in the background. Agent Yu, hello from Russia. Greetings. How you doing? I'm about to do delivered and need catering bags and I guess a wagon. Just been looking for inexpensive. We're doing it. Yeah, the catering bags I got, I can't remember how much they were. They were like, I can't remember how much they were. I highly recommend them though. And then as far as a wagon, I know they've got wagons on sale at Costco. Might find a good deal at a Costco for one. Or you might ask Chuck, Dashing Across America, where he got his wagon at. Because I know he uses a wagon, so he might have one to recommend on that. But I think I'm almost caught up, guys, and then I might have to jump off. Well, I do have to jump off. It's after 10. Vicky, I did basically grow up in Washington, kind of, or Nebraska. I saw Washington and Nebraska in the same. I was born in Washington. Lived there till I was 16. Whole family moved out here to Nebraska. I've been out here for 21 years now, and yeah, moving back. So it's weird. Lisa says 2 houses to clean tomorrow. I will be. Pace it. Lots of water. I have no idea on mileage. There's a bridge that I cross, and DoorDash doesn't recognize that and will send me over there and back passing the restaurant I'm going to. Enjoy the channel. Appreciate it, Ronald. Yeah, DoorDash doesn't have a clue about a lot of things. Mary says the first video I ever saw of you is when was the day you got that little brasher in the box with a hat. That is awesome. Yeah, Red surprised me with that, so. Sweet Tea says I have a Freddy Krueger one and Post Malone. That is cool. Dashing with Rock Daddy made 25 in 5 hours yesterday. It was a great time. Wow. Got cut off on words about the only one I can watch anymore. Well, I appreciate that. I try to be myself, and hopefully it's at least somewhat relatable, and obviously sarcastic. Dustin, yeah, that I think we had one right at the beginning, but that's generally why I like to do Tuesday nights horizontal, is because it doesn't go into the vertical feed, and I don't get a bunch of spammers in and out of there. But like, I guess it's good for views that it's vertical because more people hop in and out. But I like the community. I like the little community that we have, and that's why I like the horizontal on Tuesdays, because it's just like you have to know about the live, or at least the channel, for you to know that we're live on Tuesdays. So, guys, the heck did I just tap? I don't know what I just tapped. Never mind. Delivered will send you catering order bags after 5 orders. That makes about as much sense as DoorDash. We need you to use bags for your orders, but you got to do orders before we give you bags. It's like putting a rubber on afterwards. What's the point? Joking. I'm joking. Miss Peppa left quickly, thankfully. Yeah, that was a little. Chat moves too fast. It does, and it's like I'll have normally the phones this way, and then I've got chat on my other phone, so I can go through chat that way. I'm gonna have to start, like I said, like doing that on a laptop. You are on one tonight, Charlie. Oh. Cauliflower, I did just say that. Driving with Chris, how's it going? Got us right at the end. Oh, hell breaks loose once Mama Brash exits. She might still be watching and just not saying anything. That pops to mind after I say it. Guys, finished Pedro video, dude, going crazy with the XL car. Chris, don't get me started on XL, please. I got my car on Lyft. I got it approved on Lyft. They asked me how many seatbelts were in the car. Not excluding driver seat. They just asked me how many seatbelts are in the car. Driver seat, passenger seat, driver side back seat, middle seat. That's 5 seatbelts. I had 5 seatbelts. They're now sending me XL rides. Like, can you not tell that I'm driving a Toyota Camry? There's not a third row of seats for little people in the trunk. There's 5 seatbelts, including mine, which means I can only fit 4 people. Guys, I am going to jump off here. I am definitely going to be in trouble. I already know there's women in my chat that I'm going to have to answer to. So, you guys all have a great night. Always fun hanging out with you. Appreciate the new members, the new subscribers, the super chats. You guys are all absolutely amazing. Next video is tomorrow. Next live is next Tuesday. Although we'll do a live ride along at some point this week. Last live is next Tuesday in this place. So, see you guys then. Be safe. Sweet tea, you're calling me out. My mom's calling me out. That's plural. I just know not to upset a woman because I'm going to get off here before I get in more trouble.